I want to be here to acknowledge that a lot of us have a hard time getting up in the mornings. It isn't as simple as hearing your alarm and chugging a 5-hour energy or drinking your pot of coffee and getting up for the day. A lot of people out there, like me, will have major depressive disorder, which means you can't help sometimes that you're low. You can't help that feeling of helplessness. It's just who you are sometimes. There's a lot of good that comes with this, though, and I think it's very important to point this out. A lot of people seem to think once you're depressed, that's it, that's your life. There's no more. And something very, very important to hold on to is that it is temporary. You may have depression the rest of your life, but the times you feel are temporary. You will make this. You will make it out alive. You will live a happy life. One of the things people don't like to talk about sometimes is how they're feeling with depression, because it's not that they're asking for answers. All right, there's no question necessarily other than why that we tend to ask. Instead, when we speak about these things, we are trying to find the questions. I think that more importantly than any answer is vital for coping with our situations. It can be a scary thing to wake up alone. And I don't mean without someone next to you, but alone with no one to talk to about how you're feeling that day. Always reach out. You have to always try. And even if trying for the day means staying in bed and holding yourself together, or not, just staying in bed and crying all day. Sometimes you need to. And don't let people tell you to move on or get up, and you have to at your own pace. It is important to go at your pace. It's important to reach out. Isolating yourself when you have these feelings can be almost as dangerous as having the feelings alone, without people to reflect off of. Several times I've talked to my friends about it, about how I'm feeling, or relating present life with my divorce and the woman I was with for 10 years, and it's like, well, stop thinking about life in terms of her or in terms of how you used to be. And it's like, look, I'm 30. Okay, 12 years of my life was with this other person, and that's not something you can just turn off. A lot of people go through abusive relationships, and it sneaks up on you. You don't even know sometimes. The point is, don't give up. Don't let people that don't understand tell you that your story isn't worth sharing. It is. Your story, how you got here, is a blessing to others. Let it be a shared lesson for everyone. You've blazed the trail in the problems and struggles surrounding you. That's a very important story to tell. It's extremely important to be able to discuss the things that hurt you and the things that keep you up at night, or the things that make you wish you were asleep. We all feel them in varying degrees. Some of us, more degrees. Some of us feel it more on the Kelvin scale. It's just intense, and it isn't a matter of doing something else, doing a crossword puzzle and distracting yourself. It is sometimes just not possible. And you'll find some that will push you out of their lives because you can't. Well, unfortunately, that's their problem, and that's their loss. You are encouraged to share your story with those that will listen. It is a part of you. those that are important in your life will understand that it is a struggle. You don't, there's no one in a wheelchair that, they say, well, where's the ramp? And someone else says, dude, get over it. We don't want to hear about your issues. That's not the case. Unfortunately, with a lot of mental illness, that's still kind of the stigma. We're making it up. We're choosing to be depressed or anxious or in any varying degrees of difference that we have is seen as a problem in someone else's life. Those aren't the people you want to be around. You want to be around those that support you, help you, lift you up those stairs. It is important beyond explanation to have a group of people support you and help you. So my advice to everyone out there, there's a lot of people on forums and on the Facebook groups that I'm a part of that say, well, I keep talking and no one's listening, or they'll say, I don't like hearing about all these sad stories, they bring me down, they're triggers. That's fair, that's true. But at the same time, don't let that dissuade you from sharing your stories. If someone isn't at the point in their life where they can hear a story, then that's fair. It's on them, but it's fair. But don't let that turn you away from sharing how you feel. How you feel is the most important thing in your life. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. You matter.